Let's go ahead and select Keynote. Once Keynote is open, look for the plus sign in the top right-hand corner and let's create a new presentation. Select a theme, and once your theme is open, tap once on the large box. We're going to go ahead and delete that because we don't need it. The smaller text box, I'd like you to take that and drag that down and double tap it to edit. At this point, you can either type in your definition or you can use the microphone and you can say it. I'm going to say my definition. A crossover in basketball is when you fake out your opponent by whisking the basketball from one hand to the other, period. Now that I have my text in, it's time to draw my image. Go to the plus sign and add a drawing. Now you can pick any of these drawing tools here. I'd like mine to be a little thicker, so I'm going to use the crayon and I'm going to make it even thicker than it gives me as an option. And I will draw my person first. So I'm just drawing a stick figure today because it's faster. So I have my person, and now I need a basketball. And of course, I'm going to need a net. All right, so now I have my drawing. I want to animate my basketball. I want to make that bounce around so I can show what a crossover is. So I'm going to take the lasso tool and I click on that one time and draw a circle around what you want to animate. And notice you have some options that come up on the menu. I'm going to click on separate. Now my basketball is its own object and it's not tied to anything else. When I tap on it another time, I can go to animate. I can add some action. Now you could add a build-in, you could do action, but for this particular project, I would like to add an action and I want to create a path. You can experiment with all of these other options. I'd like to make my basketball bounce up and down and create the specific path for it. At this point, I drag the basketball around the screen anywhere that I want it to go. So my person is bouncing the ball and now he's going to do a crossover and he makes the basket. You can see the red line shows you exactly where your object is going to go, and you can choose to preview that. I think I like the way it looks, so I'm going to go with done, and I'm going to press done a second time. So now, if you were going to keep this in Keynote, you would press the triangle and move into play, tap your screen once, and you could see how you had animated Keynote to make your project come alive. In this case, I don't want my project in Keynote. I want it to play like a GIF. I want it to play over and over again without having to tap my screen. So I'm going to go to the three dots up in the top right-hand corner, and I'm going to select Export. Now, if I wanted to put this in an iMovie or Eclipse, I'd select Movie. But for this case, I just want my basketball to go over and over again into that hoop so that I can watch what a crossover looks like. So I press the animated GIF. I like to export it always at the extra large because then no matter what project I put this into, it will not be pixelated and it will look professional. At this point then I need to share and I'm going to save my image. Now when I go to my photo roll, I will find my GIF sitting right inside of my photo roll. Super easy and engaging and fun. Think about all the ways that you could animate to make learning come alive.